When trans people are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up like that.
It's a solemn day to remember the lives lost, but a chance to cherish the importance of community.
I think about all of our trans siblings who are not with us here today. Murdered by hate, murdered by lack of resources.
On Trans Remembrance Day, city leaders and organizations supporting the trans community gathered to shine a light on those like Elise Mallory, a 31-year-old black trans woman who went missing in Evanston in 2022. Her body was pulled from Lake Michigan just days later.
We deserve the opportunity to walk down the street safely without experiencing rates of violence.
According to the annual report done by Transgender Europe and Central Asia, who tracks reported murders of trans people, 350 trans and gender diverse people were murdered globally so far this year. It's a 6% increase from last year, and 93% of the reported murders were black and brown trans people.
Black trans women who are the most vulnerable people living in our community.
The vulnerability is top of mind for trans people living in Chicago as the country prepares for a new presidential administration.
When you don't have people that don't believe or, have value in gender affirming care, that impacts things like allocation of funding.
But the uncertainty of what legislation could or couldn't happen come January is why those like Karari Oliveira with Trans Latina Coalition is taking her trans daughter to get a name change today.
Things might get harder for her to get a passport that adequately or correctly showcases her actual gender marker. We've survived worse and we'll continue to survive.